We now shift gears into matters boxing, and remember earlier on in the season, that's some time last season, we had the Kalakoda, team here in boxing promotions team here in studio who are promoting a fight that was going to happen at Mass House. We are joined in studio by the head of boxing operations at Kalakoda, Marvin Obuya, with us to just let us know how did it go and what else can we look forward to in terms of Kalakoda Boxing Promotion. Marvin, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Nice having you in studio again.
Thank you.
You are well? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
It's never too late. How is it at Kalakoda?
Everything is okay. We appreciate. And we are pushing on strong.
And as you push on, strong, Marvin, you promoted, a fight at Mass House last weekend, and you really rallied on fans to come.
Yep.
You were impressed because the turnout was not what many expected. Very, very impressive crowds.
Yeah.
How was it?
The turnout was good. We had we almost filled the venue. Actually, I would say we almost filled the venue, and it's a good thing for the sport of boxing because now at least people have started seeing boxing as an entertainment sport in terms of rather than just a hardship thing and all that. So we appreciate we are getting the following, and it's supportive to the sport.
And, to just the boxing itself, forgetting about the fans a bit, let's talk about the main stakeholders, the boxers in this. How was the action? Because it was full of action from the first fight to the last throughout.
Yeah, the fights themselves were okay because we had boxers from all over the world. We had boxers from the UK, we had boxers from South Africa, Tanzania, we had Uganda, plus Kenya. So everything was just action-packed from the first fight to the last fight. Even DRC was there, was represented.
And DRC have been producing some good boxers of late because even the last championship held here in Nairobi, DRC were the best, followed by Kenya. But now let's look at Kalakoda, boxing promotion as a whole. 2025 was a good stepping stone. Now 2026 looks like you have a lot in store. Talk to us about it.
So for Kalakoda Promotions, we have good things aligned for 2026 and 2027. In 2026, we are planning to do 11 big shows, and 2027 we're planning to do 12, meaning every month, every last Friday of the month, we're going to be having one show, which is going to give opportunities to all the boxers, not only in Kenya, but across the world. We have boxers from South Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Zambia. So it's open for everybody. So anybody who's willing to contest and we feel like it's a good show for the fans, we let it go.
And, as you do this, you realize that there is a lot of, there is a lot of local tourism and international tourism that comes with it, because when we have these international boxers coming into the country, we are also not just promoting boxing, but also promoting the tourism sector, because they come in and there is so much that happens anytime they come, the spending, etc. So it's not just about boxing, but also tourism sector.
Yeah, even in tourism sector is a big thing, because most of these boxers you find like they've never stepped their foot in Africa. Like the ones who came from the UK, they've never been into Africa. And maybe having this mentality of it's a jungle thing. And then they come and meet a concrete jungle. So they realize, oh, it's nothing different from what we see back at home. But it's a good thing as well. So it's promoting in all sectors, be it boxing, be it tourism, creates employment for the youth. So it's a good thing.
As we look at it, 11 big shows lined up in 2026. Have you firmed up the dates for this 11, or it's still work in progress so that Kenyans can start planning as well? They know when and how they can be part of the same?
Yes, we've already planned all the dates. We are going to release the calendar of the year. But as we speak, the next show is on 27th of February, which is on our Instagram page. If you just check on Kalakoda Promotion, you'll see the next date. The next event is on 27th of February. Then we're gonna post everything at once. So from 27th of February going down to December, all the dates will be there. And how to get the tickets as well, you'll just find them on the Instagram page. There's a link in bio there, written kalakoda.hustlesasa.shop. So that's where you get all the tickets for the events.
And as we do this, for any boxer out there who would want to be part of this, what advice or how would they link up or with you guys so that they're part of the same?
Okay, what normally happens in terms of boxers wanting to get an opportunity. The main thing Kalakoda is trying to do in the industry is to promote the sport, giving everybody a chance. Because as you can see, we have young raw talent in Kenya and all over the world. But maybe what they've been missing in the long run has been just good opportunities, good platforms. And these platforms mostly comes from promoters and sponsors that come on board to support the sport. So boxers are always willing to do it. And I will say this is a professional career. So as Kalakoda, it's not our duty to make them professional. It's their choice to decide if they want to turn professional. And then once they decide to turn professional, they have to go through the Kenya Boxing Commission, Kenya Professional Boxing Commission. They're the ones who give you the go-ahead, like you're fit for this, you can do this, and then now us as Kalakoda, we can say, okay, fine, we can put these people in the shows, and then they start building their records and their careers as they go.
And it looks like Kalakoda is, already steadily coming up in terms of signing boxers. You have at least 4 boxers in your stable as
Yes.
at now, and many more likely to come in.
Yep.
What happens the moment they come into your, into your boxing
Yep.
camp? Do you organize training, moments for them, training programs, etc., so that they get better by day?
Okay. So what normally happens about the signing is, this signing is more of a promotional signing. Like they are assured of a certain number of fights within a certain period, be it 1 year, because we find cases where we have very good talent, but they stay for long without participating in these competitions. And then there's something called BoxRec, which holds everything and all the details about the professional boxers. So when you don't fight for long, it goes inactive. But when you fight, it comes back to active. So Kalakoda Promotions is trying to sign boxers as well, make them have these opportunities and build their careers in the long run. So it's a surety of you have a certain number of fights within, let's say, a period of 1 year, which is going to be good for the sport as well.
And, as you do this, you build up and, many come into perfect and get their act together.
Yep.
Let's now talk about, part of the programs that you've put in during your 11 shows.
Yep.
The first one is coming 27th of February.
Yes.
There is always more to the boxing, not just the boxing, the entertainment
Yes.
bit that comes with it. The choice of location is perfect because there is so much that happens around.
Okay.
What can you tell the fans, for those who missed out? Because for those who came, definitely they will want to come again. For those who missed.
First of all, about the programs that we have aligned is the 11 shows that I've talked about, those are the big shows. Then we'll be having some, I wouldn't call them small shows as well, but we'll be having another program called the Young Lions. These Young Lions, we are hoping it should be starting and happening from April. We want to be having weekly shows for all the professional boxers. So Young Lions is just to nurture the ones who have just turned professional and the ones who are trying to build their records so that they can come on the biggest stage of Friday Fight Nights. And in Friday Fight Nights, our aim is to push and elevate these boxers to go to the international stages. So for all the fans who didn't turn up for the last event on 21st of November, I'm just trying to urge them not to miss on the 27th of February, because it's gonna be a big show. And from 27th onwards up to December, we still have action-packed events happening to us.
The Swahili say, kosa uchekwe, because nobody will let you know how things are panned out at, the Boxing Friday Fight Night, right?
Yep.
If I get it right. Now, let's look at, the boxers that you're looking at bringing. Is it still going to be, across the globe like you did in the first fight? Are we likely to see other boxers also coming across the different countries, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania? Are we likely to see the same?
Yes, of course. Like what I said, it's not all about Kenya alone. But since it's happening in Kenya, you find that more Kenyans get these opportunities to participate in these tournaments. But our aim is to give everybody a chance from all over the globe. Because even for this fight, we still have fighters coming from the UK. We have fighters in Kenya. We have fighters from Tanzania. We have fighters from Zimbabwe. We have fighters from Mozambique. So we are bringing in people from all countries to come. We want to make it something big. It's not just about Kenya alone. Let them get the experience and the exposure of other people and what they have
And as we do this, of course, Kenya is not left behind.
Yeah.
We have boxers from Kenya.
Yes.
Inaona mdomo. I remember in the last interview, here in studio, the way walikuwa na chocha mingi.
Yes.
How did they perform?
They all won. They all won. That mdomo is part of giving them psyche
It's
and
actually
motivation.
psych.
Yes.
It's very good. It's good banter.
Yes, it's
very good banter.
something that makes their mentality know that I'm ready for this.
Yes.
Because if they don't do that and just sit back and like, you know, so it brings out the personality of a boxer and showing that I'm better and I'm built for this.
Just like, you know, a boxer across town, that's Mandonga.
Yeah, mtu kazi.
Utake utapigwa,
Usitake
unapigwa.
Yes.
You know, very good banter.
Yeah.
Hapa kazi too.
Yes.
You know, very good in terms of boxing. And what is good is the level of officiating, the referees. It's not a case of mcheza kwa utunzwa na utuzwa, but it's a case of quality boxing.
Yeah.
Are you looking at also improving the technical aspect of boxing? Because it's very critical, even with the boxers that you've brought in, the coaches, you know, that run them through their different training programs.
Yes.
Are you looking at the technical aspect of it?
We are also looking at that technical aspect. And first of all, I would like to really thank the Kenya Professional Boxing Commission for doing a good job.
That's Ndolo and team.
Of course, Ndolo and the team, they're doing a good job. And they made people happy with that because all the referees and all the judges, they were very fair. So there was no these issues of, I didn't win, I won. So they did their part, they played their part. And they are also giving people this chance to, like, if you want to join professional boxing, you can always join professional boxing. Because I believe what has been there behind is the commission has never been finding promoters who come forth and say, like, they want to support the sport and the sponsors as well. But with this, we're going to see more fights and more events happening in boxing, which is also good. So the commission will be happy. And the commission will focus on maybe elevating the boxers to another level as well, together with the promoters.
It's very good to hear that you are not just looking at Kalakoda, but we're also appreciating what the other teams are doing, which is the key stakeholders, like the Kenya Professional Boxing Commission, you know, coming into this, which means that everything is thought through, the rules are clearly defined and they are governed.
Yes.
And there is another watchdog that is also looking at what you're doing. Do they keep you honest when things are off track?
They do, and they're really honest, because I believe what has always been happening for Kalakoda Promotions, we have to go sit down with the commission as well, Ndolo and the team. They will always tell you, this is how we do things, this is what we want, this one is not allowed, this is allowed. So I believe once you adhere to their rules, everything becomes easy for you. And yeah, we're hoping to make them happy as well, so that they get to see, like, what we are doing is not only just to come and bring moto ya karatasi, iwake na iende. They have to feel it like everything we are doing is according to their plan and according to their rules and regulations. So in terms of that, the commission is doing a good job.
Wow. Are we likely to still see the Zarikas, you know, in this?
Any day. Zarika is a champ. Zarika will remain a champ.
Always a champ.
Always a champ.
And always very, very composed and, you know, looking at what to expect. The Okwiris?
Okwiri is a champ, always a champ. If you saw what Okwiri did in the last fight,
yes,
the fight didn't end. He
said,
yes, he said mapema, wakiendanga, and that is what Okwiri did. Zarika the same. So I believe the whole team that performed from Kenya, they won, and that was a good motivation to all other boxers outside here. And it wasn't even in terms of biasness. It was the hard work that they put in their camps and training. Clear. It was very clear. So everybody won fair and square, which is a very good thing.
And how are we now using this as Kalakoda, as the head of boxing operations?
Yeah.
You know, this is creating job opportunities even for young boxers, and it's also creating more awareness around boxing. Yes. Are you looking at maybe working with other stakeholders who would be interested in terms of promoting and uplifting boxing and also getting young ones? Because boxing is always known to be a ghetto thing.
Yes.
To come out and, you know, just pick up the sport.
Yes. I will say about other stakeholders, they are there. And they're doing a good job, absolutely a good job, because I believe it's not only Kalakoda Promotions that is in Kenya. We have other promotions as well that are also trying to elevate the level of our boxers and take them to higher levels as well. So together with other stakeholders, Once there's this promotion doing this, there's another promotion doing this, and this one here. So so many boxers get these opportunities to rise up, and we're not gonna say we just only have one champion who came from this. So it's a teamwork thing. It's a let's work together, let's build the sport, and let's elevate the boxers.
And as you do this, we've seen, very good boxers who have shown the interest, the Gisharus of this
Yes.
world have really shown and are coming up. You're working with the likes to make sure that you promote the sport. But as we do this, we also realize that we also need other stakeholders to come in. You need sponsors, you need corporates, because there is so much that is being done in terms of uplifting boxers, standards, boxing standards in the country. Are you looking at reaching out to sponsors and maybe other corporates to come in, because you have a very big calendar, 11 big shows through the year, and you're looking at making it 12 next year?
Yes. What you're saying about looking at stakeholders as well, I usually believe you can't bring stakeholders if you don't have something at hand, first of all. And like you've mentioned, Benson Gisharu is one of the biggest names in Kenya in terms of boxing. He did well in Olympics. I think he's a 2-time or 3-time champion in Olympics, yes. So we also work with Benson Gisharu in terms of helping us to scout young talent from the lower level, maybe try to elevate them up. We also have other gymnasiums where people and other boxers train. There's Palpal Gym, there's people who train in Rongai, people training in Kayole, people training in Kariobangi. So we always try to get all these boxers together with the people in charge of those places. Let them give us the best that they can give to help support them and bring up the name of Kenya boxing. So with that, we can be able to reach out to all the sponsors and stakeholders to come, because it's a big show and it's a big thing. And seeing 11 fights down the line, it's not an easy job if you don't have the funds.
Not an easy job. Marvin, in less than 30 seconds, what would your parting shot be as we wind up this?
My parting shot is let Kenyans come and support boxing. Let Kenyans look at boxing as a sport. It's not a rough thing, it's not a ghetto thing, it's just a sport like any other. And I will also urge the boxers to have the discipline in what they do, get prepared mentally and physically. Anything can come. With all these promotions around the country now, anything can come anytime. It's not only about the best, it's always about bringing the people and the grassroots and taking them up. So we rise together as a team.
We rise together as a team. Marvin Obuya, Head of Operations, Boxing Operations at Kalakoda Boxing Promotion. Thank you very much for having kept us company. We'll be keeping an eye and we'll appraise Kenyans of how the plans are going for, the big 27th February fight, that will be coming up.